If you're enrolled in the Learn to Skate program and are looking to practice over the break, we've got the information you need on different techniques and exercises that you can do to help get ready for the next level. Hi, I'm Trish from Coburn Ice Arena, and here are some valuable techniques and exercises that you can use to practice during general skate sessions to help get you ready to progress through your Learn to Skate program. Remember that these tips will help you practice your skills during the break, but they are no substitute for an actual coach. Our coaches here at Coburn Ice Arena will give you in-depth lessons on all the ice skating techniques you need. Lastly, remember to stick to elements that are appropriate for your skill level and don't try anything too advanced, as they may involve some fundamentals that you haven't yet learned. If you're heading into your first term of Learn to Skate, our coaches are going to teach the basic fundamentals of falling and standing up and confident movement on the ice. Let's take a look at the forward 2-foot glide. With your arms outstretched to help you balance, you are going to slowly glide across the ice for a few meters, keeping your feet straight and your knees very slightly bent while looking forward to help you balance. It is very important to remember, do not look down. The ice isn't going anywhere. Your head is the heaviest part of your body, so if you look down, your body weight will move forward over your toes and you are more likely to trip forward. When learning to skate, it is often easier to do it in figure skates, as the blade is longer at the back, so if you lean back too far, you won't fall backwards. In Basic 2, one of the moves you'll be learning is the forward 1-foot glide. This is essentially the same as the 2-foot glide, but this time you will lift one of your legs up. It is very important where you position your free leg. Make sure you lift your leg straight up off the ice. Do not lift your foot behind you, as this will throw off your balance. Do not lift your leg too far in front, as this will throw your weight backwards. You just need to lift your foot off the ice straight up. You must keep your knees, hips and ankles tracking forward. If you turn your knee outwards or inwards, this will pull you off your edge and you will need to put your foot down. You should try practicing this one first up against a wall at home or at the ice arena. You want to make sure that your standing foot is directly below your center of gravity, not too far to either side. When trying this on the ice, start with a 2-foot forward glide position and see how you go lifting your foot. You will also learn forward swizzles. With your feet pointed out on a 45-degree angle, you will bend your knees as you push forward and widen your feet in the shape of a diamond and then bring them back together for a 2-foot forward glide. It is important to remember not to bang your toes together at this point. Keep your movements fluid. If you're not feeling ready to try these just yet, you can always practice the movement up against the barrier at the ice arena. Once you move into the novice levels, your lessons are going to help you establish more fluid movement on the ice. If you're heading into Novice 1, you're going to learn the forward slalom. This is a very similar movement to the slalom in skiing. The forward slalom is going to help you generate speed on the ice. It's important to keep your knees bent and your feet close together. As you come around the curve with your knees bent, lean into it and extend your knees. Remember to keep your movements fluid and not jerky. In Novice 2, you'll learn how to do forward outside edges on a circle. This element is where you are gliding around in a circle on one foot, but using the edge of the blade, not the flat. When you look at your blade, you'll see that it is a concave shape with a hollow in the middle. In skating, you really use the edges of the blade. Going around your circle, keep your hips tracking forward, but turn your upper body into the circle with your arms outstretched like you are hugging the circle. You'll be able to do the circle by leaning on the edge of your blade. In Novice 3, you will learn how to do forward stroking, which is a fundamental move. The power of the strokes come from having the foot turned outwards and pushing the whole blade along the ice, then lifting it off at the last minute. Never push with your toe pick. This is a very bad habit and will hinder your progress. Keep the skating knee bent while the free leg remains straight. Intermediate levels are about getting used to skating backwards, which is a very important skill to get comfortable with. Intermediate 1 skaters will learn backward stroking. This is a bit different from forward stroking, so keep working on it. Don't forget when you are practicing this to keep an eye behind you to make sure you aren't going to run into anyone. Keeping your back nice and straight, you'll start with your feet pointed inwards and close together. You want to circle your foot around and gently lift it off the ice while making sure to keep your balance over your standing foot. Don't flick your foot up, as this will cause you to lose your balance. Remember that with most of the maneuvers, you should begin practicing them against a barrier or a wall if you're not confident and want to avoid potential injury. Intermediate 2 will teach you what you need to know about backward chasses and other backwards elements. Hopefully by this point you are becoming more confident at skating backwards. The backwards chasse involves a 2-foot glide backwards on a curve, lifting your inside foot while keeping them close together. Bring the foot back down again and then pushing out with your other foot and extending. You can practice this one by just raising one foot off the ice up against the barrier or when moving backwards if you're feeling confident. Intermediate 3 will show you backwards crossovers. This move will require you to know the basics of crossing over your feet on a line, and of course forward crossovers. As you skate backwards on an outside circle, you'll always want to glide your outside foot and cross over your inside foot. Do not pick up your foot and place it over the other foot in a stepping movement. This is a really bad habit. You can practice this at home in a straight line to make sure you're always crossing your outside foot over your inside foot. With your feet now crossed, you can bend your knees for a backwards pump. As you move beyond the intermediate lessons in skating, you'll notice how much improvement you've made since you started. The more practice that you can get, the better you will be at ice skating. These tips are a great way to know what's coming ahead in your lessons, but it's no substitute for learning under our expert coaches here at Cockburn Ice Arena. So that wraps up everything here at Cockburn Ice Arena. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We're located at 401 Progress Drive in Bibra Lake. I'm Trish from Cockburn Ice Arena, and we look forward to seeing you soon.